This reading was requested by one of you subscribers. Thank you for suggesting it. September 2025 will be an intense month because we will be entering the eclipse corridor. We will be having two eclipses. The first of them, it will be a full moon lunar eclipse taking place on the 7th of September in the sign of Pisces at 15 degrees. And we will be wrapping up the eclipse corridor by entering into the season of Libra around the autumn equinox on the 23rd of September, also called Mabon. And we will be having then a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo at 29 degrees. Wow, it's going to be exciting. So let's see what the tarot and oracle cards have to say in terms of what you need to expect and be aware of. Hey crew, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, I'm your guide for today. Welcome to this very special Eclipse Corridor Tarot and Oracle forecast. Let's find out what you can expect for the month of September 2025. Thank you kindly to the person who sat with me through the New Moon in Virgo live, which I created a couple of days ago, and which you can also view because it has been recorded and uploaded to my channel under the live stream tab. Okay, I have it on my main page. Go and have a look at it. We had some fun, we pulled some cards. I do a lot of mini readings and I meet you guys every full moon and every new moon. But in September, because the eclipses are happening in the signs Virgo and Pisces, basically my star sign and the sign opposite from me, I'm going to sit out these periods. I'm going to be doing a lot of study. There's also a really important thing happening in my career and I need to spend a lot of time with myself preparing for it and protecting my energy so that I can manifest what I want. So the next full moon eclipse and new moon eclipse are not going to be live streams, but we will meet again in October. Okay guys, and hopefully with good news and a really great attitude. Up until then, I want to see what can you expect in the meantime. So I have here a choice of 3 different moon cards that are taken from the OG deck. This is my first oracle deck, the Moonology Oracle cards by the beautiful Yasmin Boland. And I just felt really inspired to use it today for you guys. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit topsy-turvy today. I just realized that I flipped the cards. So this is actually how you should be looking at them. For group 1, we have the full moon option, and for group 3, we have the new moon. So let me introduce to you again the cards. We have here for you, group 1, the full moon card, Surrender to the Divine. For you, group 2, we have you're very close to achieving your goal, the Gibbous moon. And for you, group 3, we have a new start is coming, the new moon. Yeah. Okay, so expect things to be a little bit chaotic. I'm already tapping into this energy personally, but then again, I am a little bit of a heads in the clouds kind of individual, being a Pisces Sun. So if you are Pisces or a Neptunian, represent. Anyway, the way this goes is you choose a card, you choose to enter into an energy portal, and then click on the timestamp below, and I will see you at your reading. I will live shuffle from The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid, also one of the first tarot decks I have, and one of the few ones that I bought for myself because most of my tarot and oracle deck collection is a gift. Yeah, and this one is special to me because it always reminds me of Sweden, especially of Stockholm, the place where I got it from. And I will be also using some pre-selected oracle cards, and the really special thing about this reading is that I'm trying out something new, because 2 of the oracle decks that I'm using in the specific reading for you guys, the Dream Ritual Oracle cards and the Witching Hour Oracle, they come with spells and dream rituals. I decided to share them with you at each pile because maybe they will help you if you do them on or around each of these eclipses. So stick around until the end of your specific reading, because once I am done with the forecast, I will share with you images on screen with the dream ritual and the spell that is attached to your particular set of cards. Okay, so if you do them, let me know, comment back. You know, you can pin this video and come back to the comment section and let me know, Lexi, I did this spell, I created this dream ritual, this is what my result was, this is what happened during the eclipse season. It's almost like a social experiment, guys, and I really need your help and your contributions to see what magic we can create together. So thank you kindly for being here. Thank you for being a new subscriber. Thank you for being a returning subscriber. Thank you for being either my light or my solar crew member. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, for sending me gifts of my Amazon wish list, for reading my articles on my website, thespiritualsocial.com, for following me on my channel, Lexi Games, or on my chill and vlogging channel, The Eden Nearby, or on my astrology channel, The Spiritual Cosmos. Make sure that you subscribe to all of these places. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and you will receive notifications with all the interesting things that I'm creating, and I feel very creative in this period. So God bless. I hope that you can benefit from this wave of inspiration that I am under. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys, and I cannot wait to see you at your specific pile selection. Hi group 1. Hello darlings. Welcome to your pick-a-card reading. Today we are looking at what the eclipse season could be bringing into your life. This is for those of you that were drawn to this card. This is the full moon card, Surrender to the Divine. I would like you to kindly stick around until the end of the interpretation, because I will give you a dream ritual and a spell that you can do at home in your own time. So if you're interested in that, it's worth sticking until the end of the reading. Okay, so I have your oracle cards over here, and I'm looking for the cards. You could be feeling a little bit pressed for time, a little bit disorganized. Maybe you have to do a lot of last-minute shopping, last-minute reorganizing. You could be going back to school or back to work after an extended period of being away, being on holiday maybe. And you're trying to catch up. But let's see what the 2 eclipses in the month of September 2025 will be activating in your life. So we have here the 8 of Fire. Yeah, dynamism, a lot of activity, a lot of things happening left and right. People coming at you with a lot of requests, you feeling quite busy, needing to do a lot of things. I see here a King of Fire, but he appeared blocked. I was trying to switch him up. The King of Fire is an older man. This is a very experienced, very dynamic man, a man who is charismatic, but he has a little bit of an itchy finger, like he's very trigger happy, very impulsive, could slam the door with could slam doors with his feet and can like pump tables with his fist. This is maybe a grandfather, a boss that is not exactly in his highest vibration. So you may be faced in the coming period during the eclipse season to deal with I'm hearing Sagittarius, a Sagittarius man older than you, potentially somebody in a position of authority, either a relative or somebody at work, who is going to really test your patience. This person will be quite angry, quite impulsive. They will be making a lot of mistakes, and you may be left to pick up the pieces. Okay. We have here the 7 of Water. Be careful of deluding yourself that you have a lot of options, when in reality you really need to be focused on your commitments. Choose one and one thing only, finish it, and then move on to the next one. It's good to be strategic, it's good to be focused so that you can have success with whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. It's not a good idea to begin 7 things like randomly and not be able to finish them, not be able to pick up the threads and continue them. You may leave a lot of unfinished work. You may be feeling overloaded and overburdened if you take this approach. I do feel that you will be exceedingly creative in the month of September, and you may benefit from delegating activities to other people that could help you. We have here the Ace of Water, and the Ace of Water is a very loving energy. I feel that emotionally you're going to feel ready to love. You're going to feel like you have options to choose from, like you want to go dating again, a relationship that you are already in, maybe you have a partner that you're already connected to, is going to feel like it's coming back to life again after a period of maybe boredom or lack of interest, lack of communication. All of a sudden the energy will feel more loving. For some reason, my cats, they do that sometimes. They get activated by my voice and they start moving. I am picking up nervous tension in your energy. So I have a feeling that either you're very anxious or there are things that are stressing you out at the moment, much like my cats are stressing me out because they're interrupting my reading. But I feel that this could be what manifests these things happening in your life, but also some conflicts and some arguments with this fire sign individual. However, you will be spoiled for choice. You will be feeling very creative, very romantic, but just be careful that you don't delude yourself in terms of a romantic situation. And be careful that if you love somebody, they feel the same thing about you too, because you could fixate on somebody that may not be good for you and you could idealize them. So there is the danger of idealizing people. And yes, I do feel that in your personal life, you may encounter an older man. Also, again, somebody who could be 5 or 10 years older than you. We have here the King of Water. Oh my goodness. Talk about being spoiled for choice. I mean, for you, September is gonna be all about men. Men at work and men in your family that will be quite difficult to deal with. But in your love life, you may even have a choice between an earth sign and a water sign. This could be either a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, or a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. I'm reading here for a large collective of people, so it could be any of these signs. But you may be finding yourself almost like, wow, I've got options. Okay, whom should I go for? I feel that in addition to all of this energy, so it feels like your love life is going to be popping off. You will have choices, and I see here 2 very good proponents to your heart. Both of these cards appeared upright. They were not reversed. So high vibrational earth sign, older man, and high vibrational water sign, older man. Yeah? And one of them is coming with a lot of money and resources and is very financially stable, very sensual, very dependable, slightly boring, but also quite traditional. And the other one is more poetic, more emotional, a great candidate for a father figure, may already have children, but listens to you, prioritizes your emotions, your feelings, your peace of mind, and wants to do everything he can to make you feel good. So you have these 2 candidates, these 2 choices in your love life. I can already feel you becoming calmer right now. Maybe you were a little bit anxious as to the messages you'll be receiving. But at work, things are going to be fast-paced, very dynamic. You'll have loads of things to do, and you will be dealing with this really grumpy fire sign, older man. Yeah? And I do feel like you will enjoy the month of September. So even though there could be some challenges, I feel that eclipse season is not going to be so harsh with you. It's like you have good karma because, you know, eclipses bring in fated events. God is in charge during an eclipse period. That's basically the rule of thumb with eclipses. You can't really control things. You may try to, but things are not going to go the way that you planned them. And I feel like in your case, you are actually favored by the divine. I feel like you have good karma and you are being given gifts in love. And yeah, even though you may be having some challenges at work, things will be moving forward. You will proceed forward with a project, with interviews, with gathering data, with maybe doing analytical work, with selling something important, with presenting something. That's what I wanted to say earlier. I'm just reminded of this side message. Some of you will be going in front of a commission and you will need to sustain something, like you will have an interview in front of a board of important people. You will sustain a presentation in front of a committee. You may have a job interview. You may have an interview for gaining admission into a university or into a specific group of experts that you want to be part of. And I have the feeling it's going to go really well. You will make a really good impression. People will see you as a very emotionally mature individual. Yeah. Now let's see your oracle cards. So, enter at your own risk. Pause. Yeah. I have a feeling that you will be energized to begin the month of September doing a lot of things. Then the first eclipse is going to happen on the 7th of September, and it will kind of make you feel like if I go slow and steady, it's going to be better for me than if I just overload myself energetically. Because that's the energy I picked up on the beginning of your reading. I kind of felt like you were a little bit anxious. I was feeling flustered. My cats were kind of starting to act out. And now everything is a bit more calm, is a bit more fluid. That's exactly how the month of September with the 2 eclipses is going to play out for you. I feel that, again, the advice is so beautiful. The Oracle card is supporting the Tarot cards. Focus on one thing at a time, okay? You will have many things to do. You'll be very busy with the 7 of Water and the 8 of Fire. These energies are almost matched. You have so many things to do. Focus at doing everything as best as you can in the moment. Take one thing at a time, finish it, move on to the next one. Don't begin all of them at once and try to do them bit by bit, because you will get frazzled. And you may miss out important details. And during Virgo season, you need to focus on the details. The details matter, yeah? I also see here transition. Believe it or not, but you will be so busy because you're going through something called the quickening. You are being fastly upgraded to a new level of intelligence and even to a new mindset. Yeah, you're ready to cross the threshold. It's just that the guardian of the threshold, this energetic spirit, better said, needs some sort of payment. It needs some sort of testing to happen. So that's why you will stand in front of a commission. You will have to deal with a difficult boss. You will have a choice between 2 lovers, because you need to make a decision in order to pass through the next level of your progress, of your spiritual growth. Yeah. So if you feel like some things are cracking, as you can see the shell of this egg, yeah, if you feel like some things are cracking in your life, let them. It's just debris that has accumulated on your beautiful skin, and like taking a shower, you're just letting all of the gunk fall down the drain, yeah? And then we have here a spiritual hug. The divine loves you, okay? The divine wants you to know that you are loved, protected, and kept safe, and that you will ace whatever challenges are coming your way. You're gonna feel like a racehorse during this eclipse season. And if you take good care of yourself and you jump one obstacle after the other by concentrating your energy, you will reach the finishing line not only with an award, but also without having injured yourself. Sorry for the metaphor, but I do believe that the horse is your spirit animal during this eclipse season, okay? So if you can, wear a cap with a horse, or maybe a t-shirt with a horse, or a ring, or maybe an amulet with a horse, because the horse spirit is really helping you concentrate your physical, emotional, and mental stamina to succeed, yeah? Okay, and now, as I promised you, here is your dream ritual card for transition. Hey group 2, hello my loves, welcome to a pickacard reading in which I'm going to talk to you about eclipse season, and this is for those of you who are drawn to the Gibbous moon card from the Moonology Oracle. It says here, you're very close to achieving your goal. Okay. So let's see, what will be the energies available to you during the month of September 2025, when we will be having 2 eclipses. One will be a full moon eclipse on the 7th of September, and then we will have a new moon eclipse on the 22nd, 23rd during Mabon, or the autumn equinox. Okay, are you ready? I have to say that I feel much more calm with your energy than with group 1, but my nose is itching. So there is something sneaky happening behind closed doors, behind the scenes for you. Also stick around until the end of this reading, because you will benefit from getting a dream ritual and a spell that you can do at home in your own time to cope with the eclipse's energies, okay? So let's begin. We have here the 7 of Air. I also see here the Sun. I also see here the King of Earth. He makes a comeback because he appeared in group 1's reading. The 3 of Air. And I also see here, the 3 of Water. So right off the bat, your Grandmaster number is 33, yeah? And this is the energy of creative communication. using your mind to achieve success. I feel like September for you is going to be a study-heavy month. You may need to go through a lot of paperwork in your own job, or you just signed up for a class, you're beginning a new course, you're entering university, you're entering high school, you're entering a phase of knowledge, and you really need to hunker down and hit the books. I also feel like you're really going to enjoy this. You're going to make new friends, you're going to be part of a study group that you really like, you may join a book club. You could also, like, if you didn't sign up for anything related to higher education or training, it could just be that at work you meet some people that decide to meet at weekends and talk about books, talk about literature. You could go towards a book fest, visit a place that has like very gorgeous antique secondhand bookstores or ancient libraries. I have a feeling like you will really enjoy looking for information, reading, writing, studying, perusing through a lot of textbooks, finding exactly what you're looking for, and you will be successful while doing this. I see that it will be a month in which you'll be surrounded by friends, you will receive a lot of information, you will be on the giving end of good news for other people. I also see here that something will happen in which you feel like you are losing something because another person in your life could be taking something away from you. I don't know if you will maybe be the victim of pickpocketing, but it could happen. Okay, so be very careful with your possessions. Try throughout the eclipse season to not walk around with very expensive things on you. Okay, put your wedding ring or your engagement ring, your diamond earrings on hold until October, okay? Because it could very well be that you suddenly lose one of them, you know, you lose an important piece of jewelry, you lose a large sum of money. If you don't, like, put it someplace that you know nobody else will touch it, including yourself, you know? Protect your valuables is the overall theme. Another theme is be careful about people that come to see you and they just completely decompress on you, stealing your energy. You don't have to be such a good listener in the month of September, especially because you will have so much to read, so much to write, that you don't need to spend time listening to other people's stories. You can be a little bit of a hermit in the month of September, especially since I see that some of you may try to get over a certain situation with a king of earth that you really thought could be the one for you, but you found out that you were part of a three-party situation. Your friends are going to want to take you out to get your mind off of this romantic disappointment, but you will feel a sense of loss, a sense of this person lied to me, cheated on me, took something away from me. This person wasted my time, you know? I gave, and this person just took, and then walked away, just like that. So you will be dealing with a thief in broad daylight that may break your heart in the month of September. I really need to tell you this, I'm sorry. But I definitely feel that there is a very strong man in your life, potentially a father figure, a counselor, maybe a spiritual leader like a priest, a shaman, who can give you very wise counsel. Book an appointment with that person that you know always gives you solid advice that you can trust. This is a reputable man, this is not somebody who will take advantage of you. And you can go to this person to talk about romantic heartbreak, to talk about other disappointments with other men in your life. And this person will give you very solid advice that will make you come back to life again. It will make you feel empowered, because you could be struggling to extract wisdom from a situation in which you felt betrayed, played, taken advantage of, mentally, verbally, not necessarily physically, you know? A person broke a promise to you, a person lied to you in your face, like blankly, you know, without shame. And of course it hurt, you know. And your friends are going to try to get your mind off of this disappointment by taking you out, plying you with drinks, and trying to help you get a load off your chest. but you really need the advice of this solid King of Earth, who's going to give you some practical tips as to what can you do to get over heartbreak. This person may cook for you, in the eventuality that this person is a father figure, a grandparent, like a really strong, stable male role model in your family, if you have one of those. And this person may cook for you and talk to you about life and relationships and give you some solid tips. In the eventuality in which you don't have such a strong male role model in your life, this could be, as I said, a doctor, a spiritual leader, some sort of person that you turn to for help and advice, okay? And I definitely feel like you will be receiving the information that you need. You will feel empowered, revitalized, and re-energized to keep moving forward. And it will be quite a good experience for you. This could even be like a supervisor or a teacher, you know, that you go and talk to. Because I feel that in certain cases, your emotional difficulties could be interfering with your capacity to study, to read, to write, to prepare for exams, to finish writing up a report, a dissertation, a research project. And by talking to this man, you will finally receive some sort of idea or impulse or set of tips that is going to help you not get over your feelings, but integrate your feelings and make use of them in a way that is constructive. Yeah, I can take my feelings and I can work with them right now. I don't feel the need to repress them, hide from them, or feel like they're a burden to me. Yeah. So I highly recommend that you seek the advice of this person. Most likely this will be a counselor, a person that has a confessional, professional relationship with you. Yeah. Now let's see your oracle cards. I'm really curious. Really curious. So let's see. You have the ability to affect your own destiny. Oh, my darling, you are finding out just how much power you have. Because I feel like up until the eclipse season, you were always doubting your capacity to exist in this world without the help of other people. And maybe you were clinging to certain relationships, especially romantic relationships, because you believed, I cannot make it on my own, you know, I cannot pay rent on my own, I cannot organize my daily schedule on my own, I don't know about the practicalities of life on my own, I'll lose my keys, you know, things like that. But now you're figuring out that those were just mental limits that you were imposing on yourself because you were just lacking self-confidence, you know? And you're finally understanding that, hang on a minute, it's better to be by myself and be able to organize myself than to constantly be lied to or be made to feel like I'm a fool while I'm chasing all these people I'm clinging to, and they eventually just take advantage of me and walk away. So there's a moment of true awareness and true empowerment. We also have here the reframe energy. Yeah, you're gonna change the way you think about love, relationships, and also your own power. Like, you're learning a big lesson at the beginning of September, and by the end of September, it's like you're walking downtown with so much confidence and with such a badass energy that people are just gonna be like, oh my god, I want what she's having, you know? Or he's having. I also see here purification. Yeah, so again, this is a period in which you will feel like whatever negativity, whatever self-doubt, whatever chaotic energy you may have had at the beginning of eclipse season, by the end of it, it's like gonna be completely cleared out of your aura. You're gonna be feeling lighter. Like, I'm just getting this energy of a person who's just going to take a load off. Also, like, you will be feeling at the beginning of September like there's a dark cloud over your head, and by the end of the month, it's like I see you feeling very relaxed, very dreamy, but also with a very strong conscience of who you are. It's very strange, but it's like if you were having a bad relationship to yourself and a good relationship to other people at the beginning of eclipse season, by the end of eclipse season, it will be the reverse. You'll be having a very good relationship to yourself, no longer putting yourself down, no longer doubting your abilities, but at the same time, your relationship to the people around you is going to begin to change, yeah? And it's necessary for to allow these changes to happen. Oh, you may even get a pet. So at the end of September, you can actually decide to forego people. You're like, I'm done, I'm through, I don't want any romantic relationship, that's it. I'm going to adopt a cat, a dog, a fox, a rabbit, a snake. Doesn't matter, I just need a pet. I want somebody to take care of, yeah? And I see here that this is going to be your witchy familiar. There's going to be a deep bond. This animal is just going to appear in your life. It could be a hedgehog that decides to sleep in front of your door. It could be a cat that starts scraping at your window, you know. It could be you're walking around town and a dog starts following you and you're like, oh my god, who is this dog? I look into this dog's eyes and it's like, wow, I see, you know, I see a familiar, I see a counterpart. It's like we are meant to come together, you know. And this person is really going to, well, this pet is really going to help you in the healing process with purification, with reframing, and with also understanding your power, yeah? So you may be a witch in the making. Congratulations, you're gonna join the club of women who live independently and strongly by themselves and take care of animals as a pastime. Okay, thank you kindly for listening. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. And right now, as I promised you at the beginning of the reading, here is your dream work, courtesy of the Reframe card. Group 3, hello darlings. Welcome to a pickacard reading on the subject of the upcoming eclipses. We will have 2 eclipses in the month of September 2025. And this is a requested reading to help you understand how to navigate them. So we have a new start is coming. You were drawn to the new moon card. Let's see what the tarot has to say. What events will be unfolding for you? What do you need to know to be prepared, to know what to expect? Whoa. Okay, good. A couple of cards were pulled out, others just dropped. So let's see, these are your cards. We have here the Magician. You will be doing some spell work. You may be reading up on occult topics. I have a feeling your manifestations are coming true. Your devotion to the occult craft is going to pay off. We have here the 3 of Earth. It feels like a project at work is finally coming through for you. It feels like if you've been waiting on some sort of interview, invitation, some sort of clarification or a clear date, you are finally going to get certainty at work. I have a feeling that your willpower has something to do with this great collaboration, this great opportunity to work with people that you like. Okay. Oh, we're going from the 3 of Earth to the 4th of Earth. Oh my goodness, to the 6 of Earth, to the 10 of Earth. Ooh, baby, ka-ching. So for you, September is gonna be about, you may begin the month broke, but by the end of it, you are cashing in, okay? A fortune, an inheritance, some money that was owed to you. Maybe you are due some a repayment of taxes. Maybe the government took too much from you and now they're giving it back. Maybe you had to settle a lawsuit and you're being paid a handsome sum. Some of you could be expecting some money that is owed to you by friends, family members. It's coming to you. Others of you are looking for a job that is well paid. You will achieve it. I have the feeling that you're incredibly bold in the month of September. It's like eclipse season activates something inside of you that will make you be incredibly dynamic and incredibly aligned, yeah? The Magician is about aligning your mind, your emotions, your body with the actions you are taking. And when they are in harmony, when you are organized like a beautifully tuned violin, you get to play universal music. And that is just when magical things seem to fall into place in your life and doors open and people that you don't want step aside and negativity melts to the ground and you are more re-energized to, not more re-energized, what am I trying to say? it feels like you will be happy to be in your body, happy to be yourself. You're no longer gonna be feeling this state of conflict inside of you. Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. I definitely see that a new environment at work is coming for you. So you may be switching jobs. I feel like money is given to you and you may need to hold it, maintain it, and wisely invest it. I also see that you will be throwing a party or two or treating yourself to a gift, and maybe your loved ones as well. Some of you could win the lottery, okay? So play this month. And we also have the 10 of Earth, establishing a legacy. It's almost like an opportunity comes your way for a job that you've always wanted to work, or training to become a certain type of occupation that is going to make you very solid. So for example, you could be entering law school, or you could be giving your final medical exam. And you know that after you are finished with the difficult aspects of your training, you are actually going to be set for life in terms of having a solid income and having a profession that a lot of people respect. And I see here that if you follow tradition, if you are cautious, if you move slowly and carefully, and if you stick to the plan you already have, you will have phenomenal success in just a month. Like the beginning of the month, you maybe counting pennies. By the end of it, look at this windfall. So I also feel like somebody is coming to you, you may not even expect it. It's a sum of money that, as I said, either you gave some money a while ago and now because of good karma it's returning to you, or a random thing happens, like you find a cat and there's a reward attached to that cat. You return it to the proprietor and that person gives you money, you know, randomly like that. Or you go to a second-hand vintage store and you find you're very drawn to a piece of jewelry or an old furniture, and you find out that after you bought it for just $20, that thing is actually worth $5,000, you know. So something like that could happen. You are very blessed in terms of money. I also feel like you're going to make progress in terms of healing your body. You may begin a new treatment in the month of September that's going to pay off beautifully. You will see physical changes for the better. You may look healthier in terms of, you know, your wounds may be healing. So whatever treatment you're beginning with the eclipse season, it's something that's going to lead towards your healing and quick recuperation. Yeah, some of you could be having problems breathing, and I have a feeling that by the end of the month you may undergo an operation and you will be able to breathe. Others of you may undergo plastic surgery, and it's actually going to make you look very good. Yeah. So physical things related to diet, health, food, money, work. A lot of good changes, and you will go from 0 to 100 in just 30 days. I see here the word. Oh, whoa, what was that? It's like I had an electric impulse went through my body. Ah, interesting. Okay. It's the end of a very difficult cycle of adaptations and changes. I see here Alpha and Omega, you know. The Magician is not exactly... it's the first card by number, but it's not actually the first card of the major arcana because the Fool is number 0. But you see here first, and you see here 21st. So from the 1st of September until the 21st of September, so right around the time of the second full moon eclipse, you will be seeing some massive growth. Yeah, you will go from 0 to 100, from Alpha to Omega, the beginning and the end. And you'll wrap up a really massive karmic cycle in which you've been feeling tested and limited, or you had to study and you had to really count your pennies, and now finally you're getting that job, you're passing your exam, you're being hired, you're being congratulated, there are good results, you know. If you have been working out trying to get the best body, in September you're finally going to feel like, hey, look, my workout is paying off. If you have been struggling, you've been having issues with your stomach, skin rashes, problems with your health, and you changed your diet, in September you're going to see results. If you are undergoing surgery, either reparatory surgery or cosmetic aesthetic enhancements to make yourself look better, it's going to really be successful. Although I am tempted to say that if you have not had aesthetic or cosmetic surgery before the month of September, don't do it, don't begin it. This is only for people that have been in a program or as part of a series of things that have happened that are finally going to pay off. This is not for you to just completely go and book an appointment with a dietitian, a doctor, or to undergo surgery, because they are not advisable during, especially on the 7th of September and the 23rd. So stay away from doing surgery around those dates. I have a feeling that those of you who already have the surgeries planned, those of you who have been undergoing treatments and preparing for months for this procedure, those of you are going to see good results and things are not going to go haywire. But if you just begin it, if you impulsively decide I'm going to do this, okay, take a deep breath, because you will be shocked. The results are not going to be to your liking. So be mindful of this energy. Now, your oracle cards. So I have here, be calm and keep going. Yeah, exactly. It's been an uphill climb for you, but you're so close to the peak of the mountain. I also see here regret. Oh, it's kind of like you had to make so many sacrifices in your life in order to reach where you are, but I feel like you will see finally in September how the sacrifices will have made sense and your suffering and difficult decisions were not in vain. I also see here, blessings. So you see how beautifully we have this energy of feeling regretful, and then it's followed by happiness, yeah, and a feeling of relaxation. A stone being lifted off your shoulders, off your chest, feeling relief and satisfaction, yeah? So I definitely feel that for most of you, this will be the launch of an important thing at work that you've been working for months on end. This will be finally sitting through your Viva dissertation, your PhD defense, after years of work. This will be, again, finally sitting through your final exam, a board meeting, a job interview that is really important. And I also see here knowing, take the first step. So in your heart, you already know what's going to happen. And I'm here just to confirm it, to tell you that everything is going to work out and it will be okay. Yeah, so keep calm. Yeah, keep going. Because in your heart, you know that things are going to work out. Everything will go according to plan. You don't need to improve or add any additional things. You just need to keep steady. Yeah, it's like you're a train that is about to enter a tunnel, and after this brief tunnel period, if you just keep steadily going on your track, you will emerge out of the tunnel and reach your destination finally. Like, it's the last stretch. And I definitely feel that some of you may find out at the end of the month that if you're looking for like having a child, you'll find out you're pregnant. Or if you're looking to adopt a child, good news is coming your way related to the adoption process, yeah? You may even find that if you're doing IVF treatments to have a child, that finally one of the eggs has been fertilized and everything is going according to plan. So that's just a side note for some of you who are really looking into starting your own family, yeah? So thank you so much for listening to my reading, and as I promised you at the beginning, I have a spell for you. So a spell that is in contact with this card, knowing, and also a dream ritual that is in contact with the regret energy.